A church in Gaza, bombed, civilians dead, and now regret from Israel. But the question is that enough? Let's break it down now. A few days ago, an Israeli airstrike hit the Holy Family Catholic Church in Gaza. It wasn't supposed to happen though. Israel says that the strike was aimed at militants hiding nearby. But what exactly happened? 3 innocent civilians dead, people who were taking shelters in a place that they thought was safe, sacred, untouchable. Several others were injured. The blast damaged parts of the church compound and shocked the Christian community, not just in Gaza but across the world. And you know what the global response was? Outrage, disbelief, and calls for accountability. Even the Vatican spoke out, condemning the attack. Christians groups across Europe and America demanded answers for this particular attack. And here's where it gets more politically intense. United States President Donald Trump reportedly picked up the phone and told Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to do something, and that too fast. Well, according to reports, Trump advised Netanyahu to publicly accept his mistake, express regret, and try to calm the backlash before it turned into a diplomatic nightmare. And you know what? That's exactly what Netanyahu did. He came out and called it a tragedy. He said that it was not intentional, that it was a mistake. He promised a formal investigation on this, but here's a bigger question now. How did this happen in the first place? Well, this particular church was hidden. It's one of Gaza's best-known religious landmarks, and during this brutal war, many families had fled to the church hoping to survive the chaos. This isn't the very first time when religious building or any hospital has been damaged in this conflict. But the Holy Family Church is very different from this because it symbolizes peace, sanctuary, and faith. And now it's been scarred by war. Israel's military, the IDF, claims militants were operating near the area using it for a cover. Now that may or may not be true, but you know what? Even if it is, doesn't that raise many more questions about how these targets are chosen and what safeguards are in place to protect the civilians? Now here's the geopolitical layer to this. Now this particular incident risks alienating Christian countries that have stood by Israel. If churches are hit and Christians' lives are lost, will that actually shift the tone of global support? And wait, one more thing. What does this mean for Netanyahu? He's already under a lot of fire at home with protests, political pressure, and growing criticism of how this war is being handled. A mistake like this only adds fuel to the fire. In the end, one thing is clear. A holy place was bombed, civilians were killed, and the world is watching. And a single apology may not be enough to silence the outrage.